Yeah. Mic check 1 2, man. Y'all already know when you heard the voice, you made the right choice, man. You are in the building with Frank Nitty, the host of the what? Texans on 3 podcast show, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time. Hold on, let me make sure I got my work down. I don't want to hit the wrong button over there sometimes, man, because I definitely know it. But hey, y'all know I'm in the building, man, for show. I can't cuss yet, man. we ain't 15 minute mark, but y'all know Frank Nitty in the building, man. Got my guy Patton in the building, aka Street, aka the future Texas Scout, aka activated. Draft guard activated in the building. Y'all know what time it is, man. Hey, shout out to the killer, man, and the doc, man, but they will not be with us tonight. But guess what, man? We got somebody in the building. You know what I'm saying? The boy Mellow Mike in the building, man. And y'all know if anybody knows some football, goddamn, it's gonna be Mellow Mike again. So,
hey, we can log out right now and leave the show to Mellow.
Yeah, on the cool, we really.
And he still will be going by the time we get up in the morning.
I still be going at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Come on now. I'll be at work by then.
And we'll jump back in the morning and be like, hey, so, all right. But no, man, most definitely we appreciate you, Mike, man. Everybody knows you in the community is definitely being somebody that knows ball, man. Pause. But other than that, though, man, hey, hold on. Let me pause the music a little bit early so I can you already know what time it is, man.
Yeah.
Victory Wednesday. Hey, as y'all can see, man, I named the show Poetic Justice. Let me tell y'all what Poetic Justice is, man. Let me break this down for y'all, man. I don't know where y'all was. I don't know if what was that 2019 or 2018 when we played Kansas City and they did us like that. What year was that actually?
Before COVID.
It was yes. So that was 2019 year?
Maybe 1918.
Okay, but either way, the Texans was a part of the beginning of that Kansas City dynasty. We went down there to Kansas City and we went up on those guys 24-0, I believe. And by the time the game was over, I think they just scored probably about 50 points on our ass. But the thing is that set off, like it was like pushing a domino. It set off this domino chain effect to where those guys just start winning, and they have been to, I think, by then they're 9 or 10 championship games in a row. Like it just set off this thing to where it was just unprecedented. I mean, it was something that started with us, but guess what? It ended with the Houston Texans, man. You know what I'm saying? On last Sunday night, man, what we did to the Kansas City Chiefs, y'all. And I want y'all to know that was the Kansas City Chiefs we was playing. That wasn't that was an injured team, or they limping right now. And no, you had Andy Reid, you had Patrick Mahomes, you had the tight end, I can't think his name. We're gonna call him Taylor Swift husband.
Travis Kelce, man, come on. He's still missing. They still looking for him in Kansas City.
Hey, man, when I tell you that what we did to those guys was a straight up payback, a straight up ass kicking. I'm talking about everybody know about the hit. I mean, it's been going all crazy over the internet with Petrie knocking the Sonic rings out of Rashee Rice. That seemed like some kind of justice right there too. I don't know. I ain't gonna speak on that. But anyway, those plays and what we did, man, I want y'all as Houston Texans fans to be proud, man, because what started with us ended with us. And I'm telling y'all, if that was our time right then and there that year to probably go in and win a Super Bowl, right? And if you look at that game at the end, you probably see like at the end of your favorite Different Strokes episode when you would see "To Be Continued." I think that this was to be continued. And man, I promise you the most perfect poetic justice would be those guys taking this and going to win the Super Bowl. And not only not only winning the Super Bowl, but starting a dynasty of our own, because we can do it. I totally believe it. What y'all feel? What do y'all think?
I told y'all before the Chiefs game that we were going to beat the Chiefs. I also said we're finna go on a run. And I said last show, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to continue to keep saying that we're going to win the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, I believe
that's me. That's me without criticizing anything that needs to be criticized on the team. If you know, you know.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into that. We'll dip into that. But Mike, how you feeling? What you thinking about that victory, man?
Man, it was the last time I was on here with Patton, and I said the Texans were done. They weren't making the playoffs. But I did leave myself an out, like all the brilliant guys in podcasting do.
Yeah,
Nicole Cowherds. I said I would be happy to be wrong, and I have never felt so right about being wrong right now, man. So that gave me that little bit of salt to put on the crow that I got to eat for saying that the Texans were done. They weren't going to make the playoffs. You know, you got to have a little bit of seasoning when you eat your crow, and I happily eat this crow.
Yeah.
I mean, I did not see 5 consecutive games in a row, them ripping off, especially not 3 with Davis Mills. Not the way that this team was playing.
I couldn't have told you that neither. I'd have lied. I'd have been lying if I said, "Oh yeah, I saw that."
I think only the most optimistic fan, and I don't even think them, would have said that they saw this coming. I think it was just their optimistic nature where they're saying, you know, the Texans are going to win. Texas going to win. Nope, not my team. Texas is going to win. But yeah, man, D'Amico proved us all wrong. And whatever he's got in the Kool-Aid that he's giving them boys, he needs to hide that like it's his grandmama's recipe and don't let nobody have that.
Come on, man.
Exactly, because what's so crazy about that is that over the league now, it's starting to become like, you know, that the Texans defense is for real. And something that somebody said, man, they say, hey, you want to know the reasons that Kansas City had all of those drops the way that they did? It was like they said it was after the Rashee Rice hit that those guys started to realize, like, man, if I'm catching balls in the teeth of this defense, I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna get smacked. And proof of that, and it was just beautiful to see. Travis Kelce, man, the one who talked so much shit to us, man, when we got there.
One catch.
Went up for that ball. And shout out Bryant. Shout out Bryant. Because Bryant went straight in his mouth. Pause. As dude was getting ready to go up for that ball, as you can see, Travis doesn't even fully extend his hands because he's like, oh my God, I'm about to get nailed. Pause. Pause again. He knew he was about to get nailed, I'm telling you. And so when he grabbed a ball, he wasn't able to put his all into it to catch it. By that time, he actually gets smacked. And that's the crazy part about it, right? He's actually trying to protect himself or thinking about protecting themselves and get hit right in the mouth. I'm talking about, and that's why he's on that field for a few minutes just looking up like, oh my God, like,
Lord, is it my time?
Like, these boys really is the truth. And I'm not going to lie, Brian, I'm so glad they didn't throw a lunging flag on you because the way you hit Kelce, it could have been called. They if they wanted to, and that's another thing too, fellas, and I want to land right here after I say this. This is how you know it's poetic justice. How in the hell do you go into KC and you got Chris Collinsworth? I ain't gonna lie, y'all was scared. I'm hearing Chris Collinsworth say things that's indicative of us losing because he like, oh, there's no way Kansas City, in the position that they're in, we didn't seen them always come out. This is going to be the night that the Kansas City come out and show the nation who they are and this and that, and was basically giving us no chance to win. The refs, I remember we got a flag in the beginning, and I was like, yeah, the refs, it's finna be us versus the refs. Do y'all not understand, bro? And this is how you know it's true poetic justice. Man, we were able, the calls were going our way. We beat the refs in Kansas City, and the refs was acting like they was blind to certain things that we was doing, except that Ursary call that they called and said that bro was
they said his hand was offside. And then they showed the replay, and Chris Jones's helmet is like right almost on our centers. He was lined up almost helmet to helmet with Andrews.
Hey, shout out to you, Pat. Man, look, the way that Ursary is playing.
Big E.
It's so good that it made them think that he was offsides. The way he came off that ball, bro, was so perfect that they was like, oh, hell no. This nigga offside. No. And when you looked at the play, you just see it so perfectly. As that ball going back, he just coming off the ball. Bro just know what he doing, man. That bro, Ursher gonna be a G, y'all. I'm telling you. That he already that. But as far as what I was saying earlier about, the everything going our way, this is the thing that, against the Kansas City Chiefs, y'all, and I'm pretty sure America, have you heard? No, I'm pretty sure America is proud of the Texans, man. Because you can tell. Look at the media the next day, man. Everybody was like, oh my goodness, these Texans is scary and this and that. And,
everybody but somebody.
Who was it? Stephen A?
Shout out to their podcast. What's my guy name, man? Gilbert Arenas, his branch of the NFL, as far as on his platform, Underdog. I think it's Underdog with the gridiron. You got
the arena.
Yeah, the arena.
With him and Skip Bayless.
Skip, Talib, Richie Incognito, and what's my other guy? Greg McCoy, Jared McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's somebody else, but this one is for Talib and Talib only. Dude, I understand you a Denver guy. I get it. But you gotta be real with yourself, man. Bo Nix is not who you think he is. And he is who you think he is, but you don't really believe who you really know he is. And don't let that go over your head. This defense will pull your heart out your chest and make you watch it beat. Okay. And understand this. You're hollering about, if we go to New England, we're gonna get popped by New England. The way it's gonna go, dog, we're gonna get in there probably the 7th seed, maybe the 6th. Either way it go, we're gonna get in the playoffs.
We're in the dance.
Everybody that's gonna have to see us is going to get popped. Whether it's your team, hopefully your team get popped by somebody else. Pause. And then you don't have to go through the what's the word? Enjoyment for us, but the embarrassment for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's gonna be bad. I expect CJ by this time to be a better game manager. Not a game changer, but a better game manager. Because this defense is getting to the point where they're going to start scoring points.
Yep.
And it's one thing to be kicking 3 and 3 on offense, and the defense is putting up 6. Like, come on,
man. That was unbelievable what they did, Mike. When you watch that game, right? And I know that when you seen those clocks strike 0, what did you think about the Texans as a whole, as far as like how the nation would look at them as far as a team now? Did you think that that we would be looked at as like, because I think we're in the top 10 in the power rankings right now. Did you kind of expect
generally between 7 and 12?
Did you expect it?
Go to.
Did you kind of expect it though, Mike?
What I saw in that game was just what we know because we watch the Texans all the time. But it's just that myth about this Texas defense is out. Everybody is seeing what we have seen throughout this entire season. And the reputation is only going to get bigger. The hits, the physicality, the speed that this defense plays with, and the skill. It's not just those guys up front. It's the guys on the back end. And I was telling Patton today, there's a stat out there. And this stat goes to back up your guys' claim. Because this show right here said that this defense was special, that this defense was elite. Mm-hmm. Well, the stat that we were looking at initially was points per game. We're at 16, and we're not going to catch that 10.5 of the 2000 Ravens. But this stat just popped up on my radar. The Texans have gone 13 games now, allowing under 235 yards passing. That has not been accomplished in 40 years. You have to go back to the year 1985. Putting in league with the gold standard of defenses the 85 Chicago Bears. And think about this. The game has changed since 1985. You've got another game that was added. You've got the rules that help and enable the passing game. For the Texans to do something like this in the modern era of football, this is something that will set us apart if this defense continues with the way that they are top 5 in just about every major statistical defensive category. This is something that those Giants teams, the Legion of Boom, that Denver no-fly zone defense, and even the 2000 Ravens do not have a claim to. This is something that is unique to the Houston Texans, and this will put this defense in our memories above that 2011 Bulls on Parade team.
Look, speaking of that, Mike.
Texans, but possibly NFL history when they get on.
Speaking of Bulls on Parade, I've been sitting around and shout out Killer. Killer had came up with a name for the defense. He was like, we should call it weapons of mass destruction, which I love. But it's like I said, I don't know if that one gonna fly. But I do love it though. But I do want to say this, right? I don't think we can come up, and it's just me personally. I think Bulls on Parade is like the defense, like it should just be the defense of the Texans, period, regardless of what year it is. Whenever the Texans defense is operating on all 10, it should just be called Bulls on Parade because it's so fitting. And then if you think of the song, actually Bulls on Parade, when they actually putting it with the highlights, it's like, oh my God, like that it's fitting, but it's like I can't even think of another name. I you know what I think though? I think that there has not been a good defensive name in this league since the Legion of Boom. I think the Legion of Boom was the best like defensive name you can come up with, because now it's like people try to come up with these names and it's not nowhere touching the Legion of Boom. Like it's ridiculous. Like what do Denver call their defense? I don't watch them enough to find that, but
Denver, there's 2 iterations of it. And the ones where they won the Super Bowl, it was called the no-fly zone. Mm-hmm. And then when you go back to the old Elway Super Bowl team,
that's the Orange Crush.
Was called the Orange Crush defenses.
So, and those were good names too, but the Legion, there hasn't been a good one since Legion of Boom. So everybody out there in Texas land, man, we got to try to, and I'm going to clip this video too. We need to really come up, like we need to focus hard, everybody come together and try to come up with a good name. If not, we just got to ride with good old BOP, man, and that's Bulls on Parade, because that is fitting. You know what I'm saying? And another question I want to ask both of y'all is, I've heard you say this before, Patton, about D'Amico Dust, right? We do know that this is a copycat league. This always been a copycat league since the league's been in existence. Mm-hmm. How did the Texans, it's a 2-part question. How did the Texans sneak and get a defense this good? And how is it that D'Amico is like, what is D'Amico doing to make the Texans like, because shouldn't it be all the way over the league that if a defensive coordinator come out to meet with his team, he like, hey y'all, when we play this team this weekend, we hitting, we want to make sure people played, we want them to wake up the next morning and be like, man, I played such and such the next day. Shouldn't every DC preach like this? So what is it that D'Amico is doing specially to have those guys like that, Patton?
For one, he's more relatable.
I agree,
and it's a nostalgic thing. Like to be a coach, and going backwards, to be a coach, a head coach, going from a head coach to a coordinator to a position coach to a player. You know what I'm saying? You played for 2 teams. You wasn't all Madden, you wasn't all pro, but you were that guy. You were a Pro Bowl player, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you go to a prestige college. You know what I'm saying? And for it to be a full circle moment, the team that drafted you, you're now the head coach for. And it wasn't just because you were a former player here that was a coach. Like, you were a former player that became a coach, but strive and thrive, and you elevated each position, each player as along the step of the way. So going from a position coach and with San Fran, developing those linebackers, the most notable guy is Fred Warner, right? most notable guy, a low round guy. I won't say 6th round pick.
Yeah.
And that D'Amico does that we now speak of, turn him into what he's into, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that defense, as you were the coordinator there, I mean, you had a guy like Robert Saleh, who's also from here for his coaching ranks, coaching tree. He was here. You learned under him, and you took what you learned from him on top of what you were able to do on the field. Now you become a coordinator, and you lead that defense to what you led them to, being top notch, which helped them prepare them to the Super Bowl with San Fran, but they couldn't get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, unfortunately. Now you come here, you put things in place, and because you are a defensive-minded head coach, the defense is supposed to show up.
Yeah.
When you have a team that has a head coach that's three, because if you look at the Ravens with John, he was a special team head coach. I mean, a special teams coach that became a head coach. So, you expect special teams to be, but on average, it's always a defensive-minded coach or an offensive-minded head coach. So when you get either or, offensive guy, offense should thrive, defense should lack. Defensive head guy, defense should thrive, offense should lack. Here, the defense has not only thrived, but made a staple in the game. And as I stated earlier, the offense is not falling by the wayside, but teetering the wayside. Some days you can go up, most days it can go down. But what he's been able to do with interchangeable players,
that's what I'm saying. That's magic, bro.
Your linebackers, bro. You just got Alziz in year 2. Year 1, you had Denzel Perriman. You know what I'm saying? You had you've always had a rotating defensive line. You didn't get Danielle Hunter till year 2. You know what I'm saying? Your safeties, you always had Petrie. Petrie's been there, but Petrie hasn't always been what he is now. He's been kind of inconsistent. But as you see, as this is year 3, and you haven't, which is scary because he's able to get guys that are not quote unquote his guys, but he makes those guys his guys because those guys buy into what he's selling.
Mm-hmm.
In the event, as me and Cal always alluded to, in the event he gets his D tackle, he gets his real true youth at the linebacker position, which is my guy he hasn't drafted yet.
Come on, Chris Jones.
He's in BYU, number 15. That's the prototype. And of course, if we get lucky, being stingy or selfish, however you want to see it, Anthony Hill from UT. And let's add a D tackle. Me and Cal have been saying Jordan Thomas. I've been saying let's just roll the dice to get Jalen Carter. Or if not, hey, we playing Madden, right? Fuck it, get both of them if we can. That's just
the new D tackle. Being that you're speaking on D tackles, the new D tackle that we just signed today, is it anything to get excited about?
Melo, that's your guy.
Yeah, he's your pretty good, not good, but just an average nose tackle at a 3-4. He came from the Chargers. He's a big guy. He's pretty stout. He can get off the blocks. He flows to the ball pretty quickly. He's good. He's got his head on a swivel. He can recognize where the ball's at and get to the ball. He's got a skill set that D'Amico can work with. And, we got one of the guys that doesn't get enough recognition around here, former UT defensive lineman Rod Wright, working with the defensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
And Free. Don't leave out Free. I mean, not Free, Frank.
Yeah, yep. Frank Ocam.
Yep. And he's been doing a great job with these defensive linemen. It's the defensive tackle position for us. We've said it before. It's plug and play. It doesn't matter who we put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Togiai, Cal's boy.
Yeah, I love Togiai, man.
I mean, he's the guy that I felt like deserved to earn a start. And when we did give him his snaps, he rewarded us. I mean,
exactly. I love that about him. You give him a chance, he actually go out there and takes advantage of it. And he's fired up. Bro be fired up out there on that field. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, shout out Space Agent Brandon, man.
Togiai is a guy, bro, that now this is Madden talk, but he's a guy that's so underrated that if you pair him, you put Togiai in the 3, have him command the double team, and you have the other D tackle in the shade. Hopefully, he's a pass rushing D tackle. We already had it with Archery. Togiat and archery row. Togiat takes on a double team. You have Will and Hunter on the outside and Archer on the inside of one-on-ones. That's madness, bro. And we just seen that. We just seen that in Kansas City. Hey, shout out to Pat Mahomes, man. You had the worst game of your career.
Oh Lord, man.
I mean,
never had a game like that either, Pat.
Like I said, poetic justice, bro. Like
even though Jalen Hurts just made it worse than he took up for that slack that Mahomes
Oh my
did.
God. 2 turnovers on the same play. That's like that's mythical right there.
I want to see David Carr throw a fumble, but that's neither here nor there.
Quincy Carter throwing backward passes in Dallas.
What's the other guy? I'm not gonna bring him up because he's been a Texan. He's been on the bandwagon lately, but Orlovsky.
And you want to know what is so crazy to see these Kansas City fans all over the internet crying. It's funny now that you can actually see memes with the refs opening up their shirt and they got on Texans logos and stuff. It's like, is that what it feels like, Kansas City? Is this what it feels like to be on the brink of a dynasty? Because I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all let them Houston Texans win that Super Bowl, and y'all already know. See, let me tell you something I think back to, right? I think about that game in D'Amico's first year when we had to go to we had to go to the coast to win in order to get in, right? And I remember those players in the locker room and they did a shot of D'Amico in the hallway. And he was leaning up against the wall and he was just looking down and he was just
couldn't believe
it in. That right then and there. When I saw that, I promise y'all, I said that man gonna bring a Super Bowl to Houston. Right from that moment, I said, man, that passion, I'm telling you, I can't wait to see D'Amico up on that stand holding that little body with tears streaming down his face because I know the man gonna cry. He done put so much stuff into this. He deserves it. And everybody who's ever been around D'Amico, like, they just know it. We done seen him. He pretty much like a big brother. Well, I mean, not a big brother, but a cousin to us because we've seen this man play throughout the league. We've watched him. He got his family from Houston. It's just a beautiful thing, man, to see him doing the things that he's doing, being a good person, and actually got his team playing so raw. You ain't never seen that. You ain't never seen somebody who's that respectable and that upstanding as a man. His team is just gonna rip your like Patton say, they're gonna rip your heart out and make you watch it beat. Like, that's ridiculous, man, on how. Like, we've never had and sorry, JJ Watt. Sorry, the first bull on parade, kind of Baldwin. I mean, we had some dogs, man. Brooks Reed, Brian Cushing, Mario. I'm gonna throw Mario Williams in there. Jadeveon Clowney, Jonathan Joseph, Kareem Jackson. We had some dogs. We done had some dogs, man. But it's this something different, y'all. I'm telling you.
Brian Browman on that team too?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, man, the way those guys and the way, like, and I just want to land on Kamari Lassiter. Kamari, to me, is the mascot for this defense. I don't know how y'all look at it, but it's something about Kamari that to me, he embodies everything that this defense is. He came in the league, and I love when listening to Chris Collinsworth say this every time we play a game, and he's over there, and Kamari's on the field. He's gonna say, how nobody believed that Kamari would actually be as good as he is, and how he ran slow in the combine. And dude came in as a straight up dog. And as I've said on this show, because I believe I was the first to say it, that when you are looking at that man's jersey, you're not looking at Deshaun Watson's old jersey. You are actually looking at how many years that Kamari Lassiter is going to be a Houston Texan. He ain't going to make it past 4 years, I don't believe. We may do a 5th year option, but you can't, right? Because he was second round. So, yeah, 4 years. So that means this is 2nd year, right? We got 2 more solid years with Kamari. That's by 2 more Super Bowls. But yeah, we probably gonna lose him, y'all, because that dude is a dog, bro. We learn to
develop offensive players.
They don't grow on trees right there, man. That's a dog. And then when you got and it's funny, right? You know, a lot of people may think that Stingley is not having a hell of a year because you don't hear his name being called during the game. But let me tell you something. If you know ball, you know this. That when you don't hear a name being called, it's because he over there locking down everything that come over there in that area, man. I'm telling y'all, man, we got it, man. It's Super Bowl time. Hey, Patton, you know what? In the beginning of this year, man, we was always saying, man, we think this team can win the Super Bowl. And then it got to a dip. But we was like, we're going to start talking about the draft. Man, this is that poetic justice, y'all. This is how Super Bowl years go, man. The team come out 0-3. This, oh my God, the DVD of this whole shit gonna be crazy, man, because, dog, I'm telling you, this 0-3, y'all, to where we are right now. Can y'all imagine when you see it, it's gonna say the 0-3, it's gonna show Davis Mills. It's gonna show Davis Mills against the Jaguars and all of this. I don't want to even speak about it yet until it happened, but I land right there, man. Y'all can anything y'all want to bring before we get ready to close
this
out.
This shirt right here says it all. Right?
Hey, there you go.
About that AFC South. He said the South is not enough. What we got to do is this offense has got to lock in the way that the defense has, at least attention-wise to detail. If they could start functioning on the level pre-snap of this defense, that will go a long way towards them getting a little bit better. This offense is what it is. The offensive line, this is the ceiling that we're seeing with this offensive line right now. It's not going to be
Mike,
much
let me
better.
say this real quick. Our offense is a grower, not a shower.
We're talking about offensive linemen. Things don't grow in the shade, Nitty.
But that's the truth. That's the truth, though. I ain't gonna lie. What I mean by that is that as these playoffs go along, this offense is actually going to improve. It's actually, as the season goes along, it's actually going to improve. We're gonna go into the playoffs like. Hey, Pat, my bad. That was the only analogy I could come up with. And it was right on target too, man. Like for real, we are growers, we not showers, man. We gotta grow it too.
It's like that old Dr. Dre CD. Yeah, shout out. Viagra has been good to me.
Hey, we go get some Viagra by the time this league is over. Shout out Viagra, man. This show, hey, we will, if y'all want to sponsor, holler at us. But other than that, or the big, what is it, Blue Chew or whatever? But other than that, though, man, this has been a great show. Mike, man, we look forward to having you back on here, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, it's always great talking with Mike, man. And I'm pretty sure people, when they see you on here, they'll be like, oh, yeah, this, I think it's known not through the community. If you don't know, then Mike know what he's talking about, man. And I'm glad that you were being honest about what you said about, because I remember it was on our show a few times where Mike was like, look, man, cut the shit. They ain't going to the playoffs, man. Like it's not happening this year. And bro, and I did recall the part when you said, I hope that I'm wrong. He actually said that. He was like, I hope that I'm wrong. And bro, these guys are actually just, they riding the wave. And like Patton say, I believe this. I'm running with my boy. They can win out. And if they win out, y'all are in trouble, man, because the health bug is health is on our side right now. And I think, man, right now those guys are like what they call it when you go Super Saiyan. I think they are all Super Saiyan right now. I think they all like, hold up, y'all, the nation. But you know, D'Amico telling them boys don't listen to none of that stuff.
The defense went into Ultra Instinct. For those that follow Dragon Ball Z will understand this. The defense went into Ultra Instinct for the first time against Kansas City. They've been in Ultra Instinct or teeing around Ultra Instinct most of the year. And if you follow Dragon Ball, you know Goku tapped into it a few times throughout the tournament, and now he's perfected it. I expect this defense to have it perfected going into the playoffs. And it's going to get scary. All we need is this offense to just catch up. Like, CJ, at this point, you are not a game changer. You are a game manager. And I need you to be the best game manager you can possibly be.
Mm-hmm. He missed on 2 touchdowns, man, that 2 passes that could have been touchdowns to me.
If he would have did that, I would award.
Hey,
It's still right here.
hey, still right there, man. That mug is
Two
OG.
touchdowns. Hey, look, it's
Are you
old.
going to double down on it? Are you going to lay the same bet out this week? I wouldn't do it against the Cardinals, bro. It's a given.
2 touchdowns.
So let me ask you guys something before we go, real quick. Which team in the playoffs scares you guys the most? The one team that scares you the most.
Okay.
It's
not in the AFC at all. I can tell you that right now. I'm not scared of nobody in the AFC. Literally nobody. Not after what I seen, what we did to KFC. I mean, what we did to KC and like, bro, that's the epitome of the NFL. Like, what they do over there in KC, man, them bros, they cheat, they do all kind of stuff to win. We beat all of that, man. I'm not scared of nobody. Now, once we get over there to the AFC, I mean to the NFC, I will say, we ended up having to face Seattle, I'll be worried. That's the only team. That's the only team. Nobody, I'm not worried about the Rams, even though the Rams are the Rams, but I think we can put the smash down on the Rams, and I think we can put the smash down on Sam Darnold, especially if they make it to the Super Bowl. But if you say what team would I be worried about, it's them. Definitely not the Broncos. Definitely not the Patriots. We run the AFC, man.
Those are the two most overhyped teams in this playoff, and I'll tell you this, they play a soft schedule. Everybody in Denver that's getting all hyped up and everything about Bo Nix, and you're trying to say that your defense is on the level of the Texans, listen to it here. You're not on our level. You got lucky because you knocked CJ out after a drive and a half. And when we come up there to Denver to play you guys at Mile High, don't give a damn if there's no snow. I don't care if you got PS2 back. You're going to see what the real deal is once we roll up there.
You can't handle the truth.
And there it is. Nothing but the truth, man. And man, with that being said, man, I want to do a quick shout out to everybody in the
Brandon, we ain't scared of the snow.
Oh no, not at all. Everybody in the bull ring, man. If you know Brandon was in the building, man, let me get a shout out to you. Want to give a big shout out. Want to give a big shout out always, man, to Space Age. Hey, T. Jones in the house. And yes, man, we definitely beat the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Poetic justice. I'm saying poetic justice. Mr. Lee 09, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Let's see. Space Age. I think I did Space Age. Space Age in the building. Got the doc. The doc's in the building as well, too, man. And as always, man, our guy, Brandon, man.
Ooh, Space Age right there. That's a good one.
Hey, Brandon said this team has no experience in snow games, though. You ain't lying.
Hey, just look at that Petrie hit on Rashee Rice, and you will see all that you need to know about a cold weather game. What happened after that hit? Ain't nobody wanted nothing to do with that contact. They started dropping footballs.
Hey,
That's what's going to happen when we hit you in the snow.
There you go.
White offensive receivers out there. There's some white boys.
Hopefully it'll just be cold out there, man. It won't be like that. But man, hopefully Patton won't have to put his what's the name?
You won't be rocking that, Patton.
I'm trying to put it on, okay?
Oh, you want to put it on? My bad.
Let's see if they do what they need to do. So this is for CJ once again.
3 touchdowns?
You're playing. No, I'm upping it to 4.
Ooh. Okay. I think he'll do that. I'm telling y'all, watch this offensive
passing,
350 yards passing.
We are going into the playoffs on 10 on the offense. I'm talking about the offense is going to be buzzing, and that's what's going to be scary.
Tell him, Melo. 350.
350 or 4 touchdowns. You got to wear that.
I'm with it. I threw for 400 yards with CJ just not too long ago, so I think it's possible.
That Cardinals defense is trash.
But other than that, though, man, hey, y'all, we appreciate y'all, man. It has been a very, 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 very good 39 minutes up here with y'all, man. Y'all already, hey, shout out Gigi, man. I ain't seen my girl in a minute. Gigi! Yeah, she in the building, man. Hey, shout out Gigi. I gotta go feed Isis downstairs. Y'all already know. Bang, bang, German Shepherd gang. Y'all already know what it is. What you got over there, Mike? You look like you got something. Is that a cat?
Let me see if I get it. Come in there.
Oh, there she go.
Girl.
Oh, she gonna run. There she go. What is she?
That's my baby. That's Debbie.
That's Debbie, man. Hey, all of us got girls. Ain't that crazy?
That's funny, yeah.
Protected.
I promise, bro, because them girls don't play. They gonna protect you and eat anybody who step in your yard. But man, hey, big shout out to everybody who tuned in on the show. Big shout out to the Texans content creator community. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Hey, it's been good. It's been beautiful. Y'all already know. We will see y'all Saturday coming up right before the game this weekend, man. And hey, it's gonna be it's going down, man. We just gonna keep knocking them off, keep checking off these boxes, man, and keep doing what we do. But y'all
Losers down
already, man. And y'all already know, man. It is the Houston Texans. Hold up, I'm tripping. I'm talking about we the Houston
shout
Texans.
out to the
Hold
kingdom.
up, Horace, man. Look, Horace made it in right at the end. Let's give you a shout out, Horace. Hey, man, most definitely, man. Y'all already know it's much love, man, from the Texans on 3. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, and we will see y'all next show. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Texans on 3. We up out of here.